Crypto never sleeps, and now you can trade the biggest moves in crypto markets on Kalshi. From Bitcoin price milestones to Ethereum predictions and major crypto headlines, Kalshi lets you trade the probabilities in real time. For example, Bitcoin is currently trading at 9% to finish above 75,000 by the end of June, meaning a $100 trade pays out $1,111 if it happens. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house, and as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code DCR to get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi, Kalshi. Trade on anything. 18 and up only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com/regulatory. If you've been sitting on a business idea, Shopify makes it easy to make it happen. Everything you need to start selling is included and ready from day one. From the moment your first customer is ready to pay, Shopify Checkout helps more of them finish their purchase. And when they come back, their details are already saved. One tap and they're done. It's my favorite thing about shopping with Shopify. When Shopify handles the setup and checkout, you have more time to focus on growing your business, and Shopify gives you the tools to do it. Shopify powers millions of businesses worldwide, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to small businesses just getting started. With Shopify, nothing stands between your idea and a real business. So go make it one. Start your free trial at shopify.com/DCR. That's shopify.com/DCR. Start your free trial at shopify.com/DCR. It's 8 a.m. Eastern, July 17th, and this is your daily crypto report. Bitcoin is up slightly at $63,243. Ethereum is up slightly at $1,837. BNB is down slightly at $569. Well, 3 UK men were sentenced to prison for stealing about $5.4 million in cryptocurrency from 8 victims by impersonating police officers and directing them to convincing fake police websites. Investigators used blockchain data, communications, financial records, and exchange records to identify the group, which laundered the proceeds through a complex network and spent them on cars, designer clothes, Rolexes, and luxury travel. Police traced more than £1 million in crypto to wallets and about £500,000 in cash in a Dubai safety deposit box. Well, a landmark U.S. crypto market structure bill faces a potentially decisive test as lawmakers try to resolve ethics provisions addressing President Donald Trump's digital asset conflicts of interest. The House passed its version of the Clarity Act last year, but the Senate has yet to act. Majority Leader John Thune wants a floor vote before the Senate leaves on August 7th, although any revised bill would still need House approval and could slip into the coming months, with supporters aiming to finish before the November elections. Trump is expected to meet with Senators Bernie Moreno and Cynthia Lummis and senior White House officials to settle the ethics language and secure his support, but Democrats warn the current proposal does not impose strong enough restrictions on presidents, lawmakers, and other officials profiting from crypto while in office, potentially costing the bill the bipartisan votes it needs. Other disputes over stablecoin rewards and developer protections have eased, while efforts to add prediction market and sports betting rules remain a threat, with industry representatives warning that unrelated amendments could become a poison pill. JPMorgan analysts said Strategy's stronger cash position and improving demand for Bitcoin futures are encouraging for Bitcoin, even as spot Bitcoin ETF flows remain volatile. Strategy increased its dollar reserves, now holding enough to cover about 20 months of preferred dividends, reducing the risk that it might eventually need to sell Bitcoin to meet payments. Retail buying of leveraged strategy ETFs has also remained positive for 7 weeks, likely helping keep the company's shares above the net value of its Bitcoin holdings. More importantly, institutional activity strengthened this week across Chicago Mercantile Exchange and perpetual Bitcoin futures despite spot ETF outflows. Strategy CEO Phong Le reiterated that the company intends to remain a major long-term Bitcoin buyer, considers its balance sheet secure, and would only become concerned about its debt if Bitcoin fell to roughly $8,000. The company may issue additional STRC preferred shares once they return to their $100 par value, using the proceeds to buy more Bitcoin and build further cash reserves. And finally, a Taiwanese court sentenced the ringleader of crypto exchange BitShine to 22 years in prison for running a fraud and money laundering operation that caused 1,539 victims to lose about $39 million. Prosecutors said the group laundered more than $71 million between January 2024 and April 2025 by working with fraud rings and affiliates of an organized crime group to convert victims' cash into USDT and transfer it overseas. BitShine had previously registered with Taiwan's Financial Supervisory Commission. 14 suspects were indicted in August 2025. The ruling comes as Taiwan tightens crypto regulation, requiring virtual asset service providers to obtain regulatory approval and follow stricter cybersecurity, customer asset segregation, and internal control rules. That's all for us today. Visit us at dailycryptoreport.io and listen to us everywhere else you podcast under Daily Crypto Report.
Lee C. Camp here. If you've been enjoying this show, I think you might enjoy my podcast, No Small Endeavor, produced by Great Feeling Studios and PRX. No Small Endeavor explores what it means to live a good life. We sit down with courageous, impassioned people like actor Martin Sheen or civil rights hero James Lawson to ask what it means to live a life worth living. Follow No Small Endeavor wherever you get your podcasts. Living a good life is no small endeavor, and we would love to help.
There are a bunch of ways to prevent crime that no one is talking about, like how wind direction can make your community more violent or peaceful, and how GLP-1 meds could reduce felonies. This is Fighting Crime, where we ask the big questions. What if we've been having the wrong conversations about crime?
Two policies, ban the box and clean slate, don't seem to be helping, even though they sounded like they should or they would.
I'm your host, Christina Quinn. I'm going across the country from prisons to universities, police chiefs to inmates, to look at the evidence and question everything we think we know about how to make America safer.
Economists think a lot about how people respond to incentives. If we want to reduce crime and change behavior, we need to increase the costs or reduce the benefit.
Join us as we figure out new ways to fight crime and be prepared to think differently. Fighting Crime. Listen or watch on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and Spotify.